Alright, we got a game. Let's play d4. Who am I playing against? French Valencia. I've never heard of this country ever in my life. Right, let's start on the phone. Why it doesn't show the rating though? Alright. Knight f6. We might play bishop to f4, and the idea to play e3, bishop d3. Right? So we're not trying to go for knight to b5 because it doesn't work because of this move. Bishop d3, there might be this move. I'm just going to play a3 to make sure that the knight cannot jump here. Then we're going to play bishop d3, and most probably is going to play knight e4. That's a weird move, so he's trying to control the e4 square. So takes, queen to b3, pawn is attacked. I think that would be fine. Probably. Okay, let's just play knight f3 first. Alright, bishop to d6. Bishop d6, queen d6. I mean, no problem in not just taking that, okay. Takes, and queen b3. Guess we're targeting this pawn, but we're not gonna win it. Alright. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. This is not well attacked, so let's just castle. Alright. We cannot jump the knight here, but we can play rook c1, rook c2, rook c1, and just, you know, pile up on the c file. Whenever he jumps, I think we should take. Oh, attacking the queen right away. That's that's an annoying square for the knight. Knight c4. So queen a2, knight c4, b3. The knight has to go back, most likely, right? But now after knight here push, he might win the pawn. Okay, I think rook c1 now. Okay, he's trying his best to do something here. Let's jump the knight in. Make sure the knight cannot go to c4. Okay, so if I take, his queen is hanging though. So if I take, he might take me here, and I cannot take the queen because then I'll be met with checkmate. That is his point. And if I allow him to take, the rook takes. So he takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, pawn takes. This is also fine. This is also fine. So I want to play a move like h4, and the idea that now we want to take. If he takes, we just take, and then we just trade every single piece off the board. Yeah, I don't know why he's trading. He's not going to be winning this. My knight is really good here. I'm not going to take that. f4, we're going to be blundering this pawn. Let's just take. All right, now we need to figure out a way to get in. I'm thinking about the queen b2, queen b4, queen takes, some kind of a pawn takes, but we need the king to get close. Queen h2, g3, queen check. Okay, so we have this g3 check. After this move, we can just move away, right? We need to protect the pawns. All right, I know there's a check, but what is the purpose of the check? Now, the idea is to get the queen to b4. All right, he's trying to get some checks. I don't know if they work, though. Queen here, this, we just move back. I think we have to play queen to d2. I'm trying to get kick the queen away. He might probably roll is going to play a check. All right. Not playing a check. Okay, let's just push our pawn. If he wants to attack, we have queen c1 to protect, and we want to push the pawn and play d6. All right. I think we push again. If he went here, we play another check, and his idea, he wants to block. If I push, he goes here, and queen to d6. I don't think that works. We should do something. We should definitely do something here. What is it? Queen d5, some kind of a check to go back, allowing the pawn to be taken so that we can play some kind of a check, force him away, and push the pawn. I think that would make sense. We don't have time. We definitely don't have time. So yes, we're allowing the queen to give us some checks and capture the pawn and push his own pawn, but I think we have an opportunity. Queen c6 check. If he went here, check, check, checkmate. Oh, he wants to force the queens off the board. Is that stupid? c4, capture, capture, capture right there. King, king, pawn. I hate pawn end games. Let's just push the pawn. We're trying to take and create a weakness. So if I take, he needs to take back. We have king d4. And now we're going to see who's going to run out of moves first. I think I'll be the one who's going to run out of moves. Most likely. Okay, what to play? We should not get the king close. Move like f4, he can play f6. e4 takes, the king gets close. Yeah, that's not good. Probably f3 and e4, and if it takes, we take back. We're trying to give a check, force the king away, and get the king close. Yeah, now we need to play this move e4. Capture, we capture back. If it doesn't capture, then I don't know. Hello, avatar entrepreneur. Hello there. Okay, he did capture though. That's if I take with the pawn, he pushes there, we play a check. If takes, I think we have to take with the pawn because we always want this option to play e5 check because we need the c5 square. Once we kick the king away, king c5, we win the pawn. But we only have 27 seconds. I don't know who's winning this, or maybe it's a draw. King right there, king right there. Okay, he moved his own king. Right. So we have to do something with the pawns. G4, I think, makes the most sense, right? G5 we push, and we're kind of forcing. All right. So what do we do now? G5 takes. He might just push. No. Is this? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Takes. Okay, who's winning this? Here we push. Takes. The king gets close, and it's gonna be a race. Who's gonna win that race though? No, man. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Who's gonna be winning this though? Oh, it's a check. So this is a draw. Okay, that's a draw. Let's see what we did wrong. You had f4, I think. Man, I suck at pawn end games. All right, let's see. We played with a 92. We played with also a 92. Fine. So far, so good. We needed to capture the bishop right away before that move. We did. Queen b3 was fine. Castling was fine. Double M the rooks was also fine. So far, so good. Everything's a draw. Wow. Only now he was winning. I needed to go back to c3. Go back to c3, try to go here. And if you play this move, we play king d3. Oh, yeah. Can we play together, Blitz? Yeah, sure. Send me a game. This is my username. Chessstorm, double M, triple S, number one. He actually had a win. That was insane. But why the rating is not showing though? I don't think it's here. I think it's... Where is show the rating? It doesn't show. All right, let's play. For some reason, it didn't click. Can you please send me another one? All right. Okay, now it's showing. Let's see. I'm not really good at Blitz though. I'm only good at Rapid, but I don't like to play Rapid on live. Yes, we got. Come on. No. Rematch. Okay, C4. I like to play the Slav defense. Then knight F6, probably E5. All right. I think we should put 2 pawns in the center if we were allowed. That's what I remember. And then we play knight to C6, make sure this pawn push is not going to be that effective. Okay, 2 knights out. Bishop will be out on F5. Everything's good. D4, is it the idea? Knight takes, probably queen takes. All right. So I can gain more space with a move like E4 and make his bishop really bad, but the thing is we're allowing the knight to jump in on an outpost, and it's not really, well, I think it's easy for me to target it. So I think taking more space is good. Now the bishop is not that good. The knight can jump in, but it's not a problem. Bishop to D6, rook C8, castles, or maybe we castle long, we launch an attack. Okay, nothing's happening here. Let's just play A6 because I want to put the bishop on D6. It doesn't show me your rating. It still can't show you it. Okay. So this pawn is defended twice, no need. A move like G5 makes sense, but not right now. Probably until we play like Rook C8, Queen D7, Bishop E7, Castle. Ooh, Queen B3 I think would be a good move. Targeting this pawn 3 times and also, yeah, he needed it to play Queen B3 I think. But then it would have been solved with Queen D7, just protecting everything at the same time. I don't like this knight here. With G5 he can jump there, and if I take, he might capture with the queen. I do have this move bishop to G4. If he played F3, we capture, he might capture, and then we try to put a knight there, but this pawn is not that protected. I think let's just play bishop E7. Wasting too much time. Bishop G4, F3, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes, knight jump in here. We're gambling this pawn. But I really want a knight or a piece there on E4. But then we'll be blundering this pawn. So maybe we had an opportunity to play knight to E7, but then the bishop would be bad either way. I cannot play you after. Yeah, sure. City, of course. Okay, so bishop to D2, trying to get the rook on the C file, makes a lot of sense. I still want to play G5, but the knight can always go back to to safety. I want to launch an attack, but my king will not be safe. So I think it's better for me just to castle. Just castle. No need to do anything else. Put the rook on the E file, and we need to deal with this pawn. Probably just a bishop to E6 move. Yeah, just bishop to E6. Make sure we're protecting, and then we would put okay. I think rook E8 makes a lot of sense. Just putting the rook on the semi-open file. So far so good, nothing is hanging in our position. I think my bishop here is really bad, like super bad. So I either try to get a trade with this bishop, or the thing is I don't want to open up things right now. Bishop e6, then the move like a g5. Oh, he had control over the center. He needed to keep the knight over here, controlling the center, because this pawn was really annoying to protect. But now, since he played this move, it's not that annoying. He wants to place a knight on c5. If I take, the rook would be able to take. I will play this move. Yeah, I think I would be happy trading this bishop for this knight. This move is not possible. Yeah, I think now a move like bishop d6 would make some kind of sense. But he's gonna jump here either way, and I'm gonna just waste another move that doesn't make any sense. I don't want. Let's just play a move like h6, a waiting move. Make sure the bishop will be safe. And once the knight jump in here, bishop takes, rook takes, most probably. Then we're gonna play a move like b6, kick the rook away, move this knight back, trade some rooks, and just have some open files to play with. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this. Absolutely. Then we're gonna play a move like b6. It doesn't make any, it's not wrong to play that. Okay, now we wanna do something with this knight. I would love to put the knight on c4, but if I put the knight here, he's just going to be able to capture it. So maybe knight, 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 knight. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's go here, 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 here. That's a long way, but we'll get there. So, okay, targeting this pawn. I should not allow this capture. So knight over here. But no, I should capture first, then play this move, then go back. I need to go here, then go here. That was the idea. And then we're trying to put a knight on c4. He can play a move like rook c6, targeting this pawn twice, but we have knight to c4. We only have 18 seconds. That's oops. Okay, so now he's really planning to play this move, but I don't want to take his bishop though. Honestly, I don't want to take his bishop. I don't want to take the bishop though. But I think I have to though. All right. That move works because he cannot. Okay. I'm not gonna trade the rooks unless he decides to take me. Okay, let's go back. I don't know why I did that. That was completely stupid. Okay, thank you for trading. Okay, and here I'm out of time. He was actually playing super well. That's good. Let's just look at the game review and see exactly what is wrong with our chess. 1360? You are 1360. That's insane. Wow, I really suck at Blitz. I'm really suck at Blitz. Okay, so taking the knight was good. We're not supposed to play b6, just attack the queen. Okay, so everything. Oh, that was a blunder because we're blowing up the pawn on b5. Makes a lot of sense. That's another blunder because he can take and it will not be defended. Wow. But then it was back to equal. Who wanted to play next? City. Do you want to play next? This is my username, ChessStorm1. Wow, I really played bad at that game. Blitz Psycho. Let's go. Okay, we're playing with the Eve with the white pieces. Alright, the Slav defense. D5. This is what I actually like to play against D4. So D5, takes, and then we develop the knight. And now it depends on what they play. Okay, knight over here. I think we just play bishop f4, knight f3, e3, bishop d3, the usual. But there's something I really like in this position. After they play either move e6, we play knight to e5. And the idea, after they play bishop to d6, we capture this pawn and we create something called a backward pawn. This pawn cannot be protected by anything else, and it would be a weakness that we can target with the rook, with the queen, with, Oh, going after the knight right away. Queen b3 doesn't make sense. Targeting this pawn, but I don't think so. I think we have to play a move like e3, but then the knight would be pinned. I think a3 would make the most sense. Bishop e2, alright, we have to play bishop e2 right now, because bishop to d6, we play knight to e5. If bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight goes back, f4. I don't like that. Okay, so the queen targeting this pawn. I can castle, allow this to happen. And this, I don't think so. I can also defend with like queen c2, queen d2, but there's going to be bishop here. I'll play this move takes. Yeah, I think queen d2 makes a lot of sense. Oh, queen d2, there's bishop there, this move, a3, and there's knight to e4. So a3, knight to e4, queen c2, knight takes, pawn takes. I think we'd still be fine. Yeah, I totally think that. I think he needs to play like a move like knight e4. Knight to e4, I cannot take, my queen will be hanging. So knight to e4, queen c2, knight takes, pawn takes, the bishop moves, I can play rook b1, targeting the queen, trying to jump the knight in. Alright, he did manage to find it. Okay, we're gonna play queen c2, just running away from the attack. We still cannot take this because we're pinned, but now the bishop is hanging. The bishop decided to go back. I think we would be really happy about taking here, putting the knight back. He would take, we would take back, and trying to place the knight here with the check. Oh, that's a good idea. So I can just easily castle, and if knight takes, I think we just take this, attacking his queen, and then we take here. I think it would be fine. I'll just castle. So now we can take, because now the queen would be hanging. If knight takes, pawn takes, the queen was hanging, the queen needs to take, and then we can take back. And if the bishop takes, that's a whole different idea. We take, and then the queen takes, and then we bundle a pawn. Wow. Blitz is not my strong. Oh, come on, take this pawn. But I think it'd still be fine for him to survive this. So bishop to d3, queen takes, knight takes, and at least we can really damage the pawn structure. So let's just play bishop to d3. Knight takes, we just take here, and we manage to win a pawn. And if the queen takes, then queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. Rook c... No, that's going to be a blunder. Alright. I think this one is is it a blunder though? I can take this knight. Takes, bishop takes, rook c1. The bishop has to move. We play rook b1, targeting the pawn. I think we can just take this one. Or maybe knight to h4. Knight to h4, queen takes, bishop takes, knight moves somewhere. We can capture this. I think knight h4 is the one that makes sense. Wow, my Blitz game is really bad. Really bad. That's why my Blitz rating is like 1800, maybe 1700. And my Rapid is like 2150. Okay, I anticipated that. Alright. Does that make sense though? That's actually a blunder. Because after I take this bishop, he cannot take my rook right away. I can play a check. Then I can capture. So then I can go back to safety. And if he takes right here, we play a rook d1, knight goes back, f3, and we manage to win a pawn. Or win the pawn back. He should not take here. Yes, now because we have a check defended by the bishop, and we're going to take this one. So we managed to take 2 pieces for that. So now we're totally fine. The knight can always go back. So now he's trying to play something like this. We have to move the knight. I think we can just capture a free pawn. Then we can give a check. He was playing super well, but then... Okay. No reason not to play a check, right? I don't think it's a good move. Do we take? I also have this check. But then he would attack my knight. I would be losing. Takes. I think taking would make a lot of sense. Why? Because we're at least trying to open up something. We would go back with the bishop because we want to play a bishop to a4, pinning this knight, making this pawn very weak on e5. We can always go back with this knight and go to safety. Yeah, bishop a4, rook c1. All right, so the knight's gonna remain pinned. If the king moved, I think we capture. He captures. Blade check. All right, trying to protect this pawn. I have a check. I think I just have to blade check. He goes here. All right, I can go back, and I'm attacking this pawn twice. And after I need to take, then take, then take. So if he wants to protect, I would still be able to take, and it doesn't matter which way he takes. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way he takes. Still gonna lose this pawn with the check. Unless he takes with the king. Oh, we can't capture right away because we will be taking right here. Okay, let's play something really good, like rook d1. And the idea, we want to play knight to knight b4, attack the rook, attack the pawn. All right. Then we can go here, trying to play this. Shit, no more power. Man. Right, so he's protecting this pawn. We can push and play e4. He would go here. I can attack. I can play something. I can play this move. F4 takes. I think F4 makes a lot of sense. If he push, we play another check. So if he takes me, I want to be able to take with the bishop. Okay, now I can push. The king would be forced to go here to maintain the protection of this pawn. And then, no, actually, after this check, the king would be able, will not be able to do anything, and we will be able to win this pawn on d5. Because the king is forced to go back. If the king went here, we play a check. If the king went here, do we capture with the rook? Takes, takes, the rook gets active. I think I want to take with the knight. I think I want to take with the knight because then we would have some kind of discoveries. Okay, we can play a check, doesn't do anything bad. Okay, we have a move to attack the rook. Then we can play some kind of a check. He would go here. I can also play a rook there. All right, we need to do something. We need to do something good. Yeah, give up the pawn. Makes a lot of sense. Give up the pawn. What do we do? Oh boy. I really stopped thinking. I don't know what to do. Uh-huh. Let's go back. Oh, we don't have time. I was playing good, but it's just a problem with the time management. That's why I never play Blitz. I think I was doing great. Yeah, this one was Queen B3 was needed. Sorry for lagging. Nah, don't worry. It's just a problem with me, man. I don't know how to play fast. So far, so good. Nothing's wrong. Knight h4 was not good. Okay. Okay, so now we have the advantage. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I did not even see this move, bishop to f5 check to win the rook. Man, that was bad. So far, everything was good. We need to play the move e4, but what about this move d4? Oh, it's a free pawn. Pawn is pinned. I see. And here we were not supposed to give up this pawn. we need to play something like this to stop the rook from looking at this pawn. But then we panicked a little bit. We had to check. What if he takes? Attacking the rook, okay. But so far so good, and now this is better for white, but I needed to play king here, then win the pawn, but I didn't find that. Alright. Alright, e4. Alright, classical variation, tile variation or not, okay. And the idea behind this that we take, and after they take back, we play the move c5, if they capture, we capture back. Okay, knight c6. Alright. I think we have queen b6. We're trying to target the pawn on b2. If takes, we take back. Bishop takes, queen takes, totally fine. Queen goes back to protect. So takes, knight takes, bishop here, takes. I don't want to get into any of that. Let's just get into that. Okay. So I think the knight takes is better. Oh, he's not supposed to give me the bishop or the knight. So maybe we're gonna have a slight advantage here. Slight. Okay, now we're gonna try to target this this knight and also develop the bishop, but also try to play knight here, target this pawn on e5 with queen c7. Then I can go back, probably. Okay. Let's just develop the knight. A move. Oh, I blundered. Almost a blunder. He could have played this move before. Now I want to go here, target this pawn. If he played this, this knight would be pinned. But I don't know what is the point of that? If I take, he's gonna take back with a pawn. That move would make a lot of sense. Let's go back. He still did the exact same thing. Okay, now he wanted to run away. So bishop takes, and pawn takes. Now a knight here would make some kind of sense. The rook would go there. So knight takes, queen takes. Queen takes, sacrificing the queen, but then we need a rook to go there. So let's just play rook c8. Alright, the knight gets active. So a knight and queen sack will not work because there's a rook behind. So probably we need to play castles, play rook c7, rook c8, then we go for the same thing. We actually want an open file for ourselves. Okay, he's doing that. He's really good. I think we just go rook here. And the idea, if he takes, now we... Ooh, we're gonna get checkmated. Please no. No, we're actually getting checkmated. Hold on. I was so focused on this. So if you play the move g6, we can go back. We cannot stop this from happening. Wow, I really suck at Blitz. Yeah, I was so focused on the idea of allowing the pawn to be captured and then use it as an umbrella, but then okay, so the checkmate is gonna happen. Can we do anything to stop it? Pawn push is just gonna play queen h6. No way to stop it, right? Let's see what we did wrong. All right, classical variation, nothing wrong with that. Okay, knight to f5 was better. Makes a lot of sense, knight to f5, to make sure that we're going to have an open c file for ourselves. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But I didn't want it to be attacked. Alright. Now here we just needed to take a free... That's a free pawn, by the way, that I did not see. Wow. It was just a free pawn. Okay, and here we need to take it. But again, I played this move and I just got completely cooked with this one. Yo. I either play too fast and blunder or play too slow and blunder. There's no other option. Alright. What will he play? The King's Indian. Oh, e5. Alright. Targeting the pawn right away. We have knight f3. Bishop gets out. Okay, so targeting the pawn twice. I can try to defend it. I don't think this move is bad. Anyway, that's a check. I see that. Knight d2 doesn't make any sense. Alright, he's really trying his best to attack this pawn. This takes, then he would try to win the pawn. So let's just play the move e3. Don't try to hang on to a pawn that they gave you. His name is literally Gambit, so just give him the pawn. I think I would take. He would take. No checks. I can capture if I want to, but I don't want to. Let's just play this move, target the bishop. The bishop went back. I think it's going to be... We're not going to be winning. Okay. Everything's protected. Alright. We can get the bishop to e2. Okay, he's really trying to get the bishop right there to have a really good bishop. So if I take, he takes, I play this move. That would make a lot of sense. Okay, let's just take. We also have queen here. If takes, we take back. We have a lot of control in the center. I like this move though, and give up the pawn. So wait, queen here, takes, we take, check, bishop, castle. That's not good. Nope. What about queen d4? Takes, we take back. We wanted 2 pawns in the center. Or just bishop to f3. I think bishop to f3 makes the most sense. Just castle the king. Make sure you have a really good bishop. All right. Now we can castle to safety. Now we'll move like queen d4, queen takes, pawn takes, rook over here, rook e1. I think we would be having more space if he'd take me. Alright, he was not supposed to take me. Because rook e1, rook e2, rook e1, we have control over the e file. That's not a good move. d5, c6, rook e1 takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. We're going to have a weakness right there. I think it's going to be fine. I forgot to play d5. I forgot to play d5. That's completely stupid. Okay, now we can fix it. We can fix it. We can fix it. We want to try to double up. So that's gonna scare him. Is gonna take this pawn and it's gonna fix, fix the pawns. Thank you for fixing the pawns. That was close. All right, I think this move would happen. He's not even thinking about putting too much pawns in the center. Okay, rook e1, trying to go for this. Takes, takes. He would take. I would take back. We want some space. Let's play this move. A check would be very dope. Okay, we have to do something about this side. If I play the check, he might go here. If I take, he might take me, but then I take this pawn. But I can go back. It's not good. Maybe this. He goes here, I take, he takes my rook, and I push the pawn. There is no way for him to stop my pawn. But what about this push, and he captures? I think this would be a really good move. He did take right away. Which way to take? I can take with the rook. If the rook takes, we take with the pawn. We get the king close, but then it's not going to be good. What if we take with this one? Then we're allowing 3 pawns to be pushed on our side. If we take with this one, I think let's just take with this one. King goes here. King e3, king e3. King there. Okay. Let's go here. I need to play this move. I needed to play that move first. Okay, let's go here. It wants to go rook there. Targeting my pawn. Let's go here. Oh wow, 8 seconds only. That's super nuts. I gave up a pawn also. I'm giving up too many pawns. Maybe that's gonna be good. Maybe this one will be good. Man, we were playing super well, but then, wow, we minus 60. Only minus 60? Come on. Okay, so we were playing really good, but we just had time trouble. Time trouble, always the same problem. We were playing super well. Super nice. Here, as I told you, I need to do something with this pawn. Was my idea good with this move d5? Was my idea good? What if he played this move c6? Then that's just free pawn. Come on, focus. But then we managed to fix the pawns. Wow. We need to take like this. What if he got close? We get the king close, we play some checks, and we try to push these. I took the other way. I allowed the rook to get super active. We blundered the pawn. But this was a winning endgame. We just win the pawn, we push our pawn. That was winning. That was so bad. Do you want to play again, Avatar? Avatar, not Avatar, sorry. Man, the thing about here in my country, we don't have a lot of electricity. I think I should shut down everything right now because no power supply. Imagine having 8 hours of electricity without having 8 hours of electricity per day. Only 2 hours of electricity per day. Maximum 4. And you don't even know when the electricity is going to be on, which is completely insane. Maybe we can play later, Afshar, because I really have to shut down everything right now. We don't have electricity. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We're going to do this more often.